What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be doing a video on shoe care. Shoes are going to make a huge point about the kind of person you are, and they're the one thing that is going to set you apart from other people. Not necessarily the shoes that you get, but basically you can do this with any type of shoe, really, as long as it's more of a casual shoe. This will help you guys out a lot. I do this about every month because shoes, they get dirty. That's just how it is. And I honestly have pairs of shoes that I bought when I was 16 that still are in good condition today because I'm just on top of my shoe care. And you can make your shoes last a long time as long as you keep up on it as well and you're not super hard on your shoes. So not a whole lot we're going to need for this. You're going to want to grab 2 towels as well as a washcloth. You're going to want to grab a bowl for yourself. Then alcohol, just denatured rubbing alcohol. And then you want to get yourself a shoe cleaning product. You don't want to use anything that's bleach based or anything that's like a dish soap because you'll get a grime on your shoes. Or if you're using something that has bleach in it, even if it's just a bleach handy wipe, then you're going to worry about bleaching your shoes, which you don't want to do. When you set this up, you have 2 towels. One, because I'm doing this on the kitchen counter. You don't want to get the dirt and stuff from your shoes on the counter. This is where people eat, or at least prepare food. So you want to lay out your towel here, and you're going to want to put one on the ground as well because you're going to get overspray or over brushing, I guess. You'll understand more what I'm talking about when I do the video. We're going to put that towel on the ground for that. We're going to fill up the bowl of water about 2 inches full of water. And then I know there's something I'm forgetting. Let me set up and then I'll see if I remember. I remembered. Shoes! Yeah, that's better. Okay, so as you guys can tell, I have a really big addiction to Vans. They're probably my favorite shoes. The reason is they're durable, they're comfortable, and as long as you take care of them, they last a long time. These are the shoes that I was talking about that I got when I was 16. You can tell there's like some little stains and marks here and there, which is pretty good for them being 7 years old. I mean, there's some fraying back here, and obviously the glue on the side's coming off a little bit, but that's really it. The tread's still pretty good, and I wear these on a pretty regular basis. The super dirty stuff or the stuff that is darker you want to do last, because you don't want to transfer dirt from here to something like this because it's going to show. So we're going to make sure that as we do this, we start with the light stuff and then move our way down. Okay, now remember, these are the shoes that I take hiking. This is what it looked like before I cleaned this one. So this one has all the dirt and the soiling on it. It's still a little yellow. And the one on this side is the one after I've used just the shoe cleaner and I've gone through with the alcohol to get out those rough spots. So if you look at them from the front, you can see this one's a little bit lighter and this one still has the staining from the dirt. So even if you are doing this with shoes that are pretty gross, that haven't been cleaned in a long time or ever, if you just stick with the shoe cleaner and then move on to the alcohol to get those touch-up spots, it'll work for you almost every time. Okay, so now the important part of the video, the actual cleaning portion. The cleaner I use is Reshoevn8r. It works really well. You can buy it on Amazon. It's like, I want to say $25 maybe. And it comes with one brush, the all-purpose brush, and I got the two extras, the stiff and the soft one. I only have one pair of shoes that I use the soft one on because it's a leather and I don't want to scratch it. And I use the all-purpose whenever I'm doing the tops of the shoes, and I use the stiff whenever I'm doing the soles or the sidewalls. So super easy. You just pop the cap, you don't have to shake it. You want to just run it, let it drip all the way down the brush. That's it. Then you're gonna dip it in the water there, shake it out a little bit, and I always start on the toe. Just make sure that you get the whole thing wet, and you don't have to push too hard when you're doing this. Just enough to rough up any stubborn stains that are on there or any dirt. But there's some stains you're just not gonna get out. That's what happens. They're shoes, they're meant to be used. So now, if you look at the water is going to be a little bit foamy or a little foggy because we have all of the product in there, and that's good. That's not dirt. That's what you want. So, I'm going to go over the shoe one more time, really lightly. Get everything done. And now we move on to the next shoe. Okay, so now we have the tops on these shoes done, and we're going to go down the line and get the tops of every pair of shoes done. Once we get the tops of all the shoes done, we're going to move down to the sides. But first, we've got all these to do. Okay, so these are the shoes that have a leather on them. I actually really like these shoes. They're like a Vans tennis shoe, but not the weird ones that they have. But this part right here, this is leather, as well as right here and on the back. The sides mesh with, I think it's a nylon stripe that's on there. But this one I'll use the soft brush for, just so that we don't tear into this leather here. Because So if you're not careful with these kinds of shoes, so you can see there's a scuff right there. That's really the only downfall to having these. I can't get that out. That's gone down into the leather. But because they're not cloth, other than that, they don't have stains or anything on them because there's no fabric for the stain to set into. So these are actually pretty durable. They stay really clean. The only thing I have to worry about is the white strip on the bottom there. So now we're done with that. We don't need this brush anymore. And we get to move on to the rest of the shoes.
20 minutes later.
Okay, brief sidetrack on why it looks like I have two of the same pairs of shoes. Obviously, there's minor differences, but I love Vans' new line of MTE shoes. The reason is they have the inverted tread. And so with this inverted tread, it makes it so that you have better grip. I use these when I'm hiking, when I'm boarding, when I'm doing really anything. Because these ones I actually just got, I want to say, 2 weeks ago. But these ones, like the tread on them is so nice. And I love these lines. I use these ones when I'm hiking primarily. That's why I got these ones, so I can have some casual shoes that are the same style but that I'm not going to hash, just so that I can keep these shoes to go have fun and play around in the dirt in and not care so much whether or not I'm gonna get them dirty, because whether I am or not, I'm just gonna clean them again anyways. So there's my little tangent on these kinds of shoes. Now back to the monotonous cleaning. Okay, I'm back. Another reason why I love these shoes, they have the Scotchgard protection by 3M on them. So these ones are even more durable than normal, and these shoes, they're pretty water resistant without any waterproofer at all. I don't put waterproofer on there. I think I have the same bottle from like 5 years ago because I just never use it. I probably could, and it would probably help me, but I clean these so much that I just have to keep reapplying it. So yeah, great shoes, highly recommend them. They are a little bit pricier, but I think it's totally worth it. So that part is the easy part. The hard part is getting the whites of the shoes back to how they need to be. That's why I got the stiff brush. And this one, you're just gonna work around the shoe like we've been doing. We're gonna go back all the way through all of them again. And then anything we missed on there, we're gonna use the alcohol and the washcloth to get rid of anything that's left over. So now we get to go back around again. Add more cleaner. And start over. So already, when you look at these ones, you can see, these are the ones that I cleaned. You can tell the difference without the alcohol. There's still one spot right here that I'm gonna come back and get, but there's that one. There's the one that hasn't been cleaned yet. And you might think that it's just little, but it really adds up. When a girl's giving you the up down, you don't want her to get to your feet and then look at you in disgust. You want her to go right back up to the top. Okay, so now we have everything scrubbed from the tops of the shoes down to the sidewalls, and now I'm just going to use this one shoe as an example, but that little spot that's right there, we're going to get rid of that using the alcohol. So I'm going to go through and do this on the rest of my shoes, but you don't need to see it on all of them. It's repetitive. When we do the alcohol, we just use it sparingly, put it on the rag, and then use your finger, push it in to the trouble areas, and boom, already gone.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Okay, so we just finished cleaning all the shoes using the Reshoevn8r cleaner with the all-purpose brush on top and then the stiff brush on bottom, then touching up all of the stain spots on the soles or the sidewalls with the alcohol and the wash rag. A couple things. This took for, 11 pairs of shoes. It took a little over an hour. You definitely don't have to do all your shoes at once. I'm just too lazy to take this cleaner and bowl and towels out every week and get it done, so I just do it once a month. So yeah, you definitely don't have to do it that way. Also, do not use cleaning wipes when you're doing this. Cleaning wipes contain bleach, and bleach will do this to your shoes. That spot right there, that's bleach. So don't use bleach. Don't use bleach products when you're cleaning your shoes. You don't want to stain them. You're going to ruin them. Other than that, let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comments. If you liked it, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll be getting more videos out to you guys. Now it's just clean up, rinse out the brushes, put the cleaners away, give your shoes about an hour or two to dry, and you'll be good to go. You can do this taking out all of the laces, but again, I'm lazy, so do what you want. It's totally based on your preference, and this is how to clean your guys' shoes. One more thing, there's no such thing as too many pairs of Vans. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.